G'day, Tragic here, and welcome to Turn 2 of Mansion of Madness 2nd Edition. Okay, let's just jump right into this. But before we do, just one quick fix. When I set up the board here, I forgot to place this debris here that you can use to barricade this door. Now, unfortunately, there's no rules that, as far as I know, that allows you to move barricades. You can't push this barricade into this room to block that door. Oh, and that's another thing. A couple of people said that this isn't a door, and you're right, it's not. But because of the setup instructions told me to place like a door token there, which turns it into a door. But the point is, we can't move this barrier, and there is a barrier in that room. Okay, let's get on with this. Now, before we continue, something else cool to show you.
Check that out. Nice. So, yeah, I found out that there's actually a PC version of this Mansion of Madness application. So I'm going to start using it on the PC, which means I can screen cap it, and it'll look much, much better than recording off the television or the device or whatever. So it's going to be a much better way to do it. The downside is that my mic, the mic I use on the video camera is the inbuilt mic. There's long and involved. Basically, the short of it is that the port on that camera is broken. So if I recorded using a fancy, like a clip-on mic or something, I'd have all sorts of sound sync issues. And I've tried many times to get the sound to sync with a better mic. But on PC, it's the opposite situation. It's easier for me to record using my Yeti microphone, which is actually a pretty decent mic. So we're going to have much better audio when I'm on the PC like I am now. And then the audio will change when I'm recording the game board. So we're just going to have to live with that. But let me know what you think. I think the trade-off is worth it because it's going to look so much better on the computer. Like, you can see the screen now, it's very clear, you can read everything. So let's get into this. Continue. Bam!
If we look down here, what we're going to do here, let me zoom out, is we have another exit up the top here. So I think we're going to split the group into two. I'm pretty sure we can take this guy out. There's some good goodies in here, and these things are usually pretty important. So we want to activate them, but this guy's definitely going to attack us next turn, so we want to try and take him out somehow. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. I think might be the best thing to do is we're going to split into two groups. We basically have two spellcasters in the priests. We've got the priest and the sister, and then we've got Rita is our main face puncher with 9 health. Our next, these two guys both have 8 health and fairly decent, they're 6 for horror, which isn't that bad. Which means that the way I see it going is that we have the father will team up with Carson, right? No, we'll have, the father will team up with Carson, and the sister will team up with Daryl Simmons, and Rita will because she's got that extra movement thing, will kind of run between them if necessary, but we'll split into two groups mainly. Actually, I might put Carson with Father Mato. Someone on the forums told me how to pronounce that. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but whatever. So Daryl will go with him because his ability allows him to get extra clues because he's a reporter, and there's lots of cool stuff to pick up here, which is excellent. Plus there's a spellcaster's dagger, which is awesome. Okay, so that's the plan. We get to split up. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use, I guess I can use the push command on Carlson. So we want to pick up these things. So if I move him in there and pick them up and then move there. Okay, now that's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to use the move command on the father, and he's going to move 2 spots, 1, 2. But you can actually pick things up during your movement. you know, I'm not going to do this. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to use the push command to move into here, and I'm going to move Carlson into here. Then I'm going to use the push command. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, and then I'm going to use the push command again with him. No, actually I'm not. No, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to run Father Mato's action. Another investigator within range becomes focused. Activate this ability only once per round. And we're going to focus Rita. So that means she gets this card. And this says, you may discard this card to convert all investigation icons to successes resolving a test. So that is his action. So that's both his actions done. Now, for our second thing, we're going to have Carlson investigate this thing here.
Right, so we're going to have Carlson investigate this little doobie. The radio crackles with static. Then you hear a voice. This is the captain of the livery. I am currently moored in the Bay of Innsmouth. Is anyone there? We're going to use the action to go, where are you from? I'm not a local, if that's what you're asking. I normally operate out of Gloucestershire. This news fills you with confidence. Become focused. Aha! This might be your best chance to escape Innsmouth.
So Simmons also becomes focused.
Right, can you pick us up? Craven, is that you? The captain must have been expecting someone else. You tell him your situation. Not sure if I want to take on unknown passengers in the middle of the night. How do I know I can trust you? So we need to do an influence test, and we'll see what we get. His influence is 3 points though, which is actually quite high.
And remember, he is actually focused now as well, so, which is pretty cool. Come on. Boom. Okay, so he gets 2, which is a bad roll, but he's going to spend his focus straight away and convert both of these into successes.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. Let's confirm that. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'm supposed to pick up Agent Craven. I will come pick you up, but you need to find Craven and bring him with you. After a short pause, he continues speaking. I cannot see through this fog. Light a lantern on the dock where you want me to pick you up. Ring the fog bell when you are ready for me to come. Okay, so it didn't tell us to remove that icon, so I guess a better, if we get a better roll, it would disappear. That's strange. Okay.
On the plus side though, we have discovered the win condition for this game, which is one of the things you've got to do in this game. You've actually got to work out what you're supposed to do. We have to find this missing guy now, and then light the lamp at the dock. So we're on the right track. Okay, and for his final action, he is going to push Rita into this room, but he is not going to follow. Okay, so Rita's now in there with the monster, and the first thing she is going to do, obviously, is attack this dude, and hopefully we're going to kill this guy.
So coming over here, we just open the monster drawer, going to load him up, we are going to attack, and we're attacking with a bladed weapon. You grasp the blade firmly and swing it in a wide arc. Do a 2 agility test. If you pass, you slice into your foe. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapons plus your test result.
Her agility is 4 points. So we need 2 successes to win. Come on. Come on. Bam. Okay, so that's 2 successes. And we are going to discard our focus. Bam. Bam. And that makes 4 successes. Okay, now the bladed weapon, it can cut many things, including monsters. Gives us another damage. So that's 5 total damage we just did.
Come over here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Now we are going to use her second action to attack a second time. So it's the exact same thing. We roll 4 times. Bam! Okay, this time we get 1, 2, that passes the hit. 3 plus 1 for the sword gives us another 4 damage.
So for the second action, we attack with another bladed weapon. Yep. We beat the 2 we need, and we do enough damage to kill. Confirm. Bam. The attacker collapses onto the floor. As he falls, something clatters from his stubby webbed fingers. Place the cult sigil unique item in the deep one's space.
Okay, we still haven't needed to use the... I probably should have used the rabbit's foot instead of using my focus. Doesn't matter. It's pretty easy to get focus with the father around. Okay, this guy's dead. Yoink! Okay, so, and when we place the cult sigil in here. Evidence. It's a key. The token serves as proof of the membership of the cult. Okay, so. Nice. And that's her second action gone. Okay, meanwhile, Carlson is going to come in here and activate this one up here.
Okay, continue. So Carlson's going to activate this sucker. A copy of the Innsmouth Tribune sits on the toilet tank. It is over 10 years old. Okay, let's search it. You skim through the paper. Now his observation is 5, which is huge.
Now his observation is 5, which is huge. So he gets to roll 5. Come on. Bam. Oh, we get 1, 2, which isn't very good. But we're going to use Sister Mary's ability because she's in the same area as him. And that says, once per round, another investigator within range may convert. So we're going to convert this to that for 3 successes.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Confirm. Bam. Buried on an 8th page, you find an article about the Marsh family and their sudden inexplicable wealth. Gain the circumstantial evidence unique item and 1 clue, then discard the search token.
Okay, so, evidence. Irrefutable proof of the culprit's involvement. I think that's the right item. I'll check when I do my editing. But bam, another thing. And that's his 2 moves. Done. This is a quick turn. Okay. Actually, that was the wrong item. So we'll just take back the conclusive evidence and we're replacing it with circumstantial evidence, which is just a bit more, and this case is closed. I'll just stick that back there. Nice. The power of editing. Okay, so now we have Mary's turn. She's gonna go to here for her first action.
And click a rune ski. The panel in the wall looks like it can slide open. Okay, let's explore. You push the side panel to the side, discard this explore token and place a secret passage as indicated. The beach extends across the entire back of the hotel. Between the 2 piers, its sandy monotony disrupted only by forlorn shack. Place the beach tile as indicated and discard any explore site tokens leading to it. Okay. An old rowboat sits on the beach. Place a search token as indicated. A single panel in the wall seems to lead into the building behind the shack. Place a secret passage as indicated. Off to the far side of the beach, you see a dock holding a boat rental building. Place a site token. A door off to the beach leads to a room behind the hotel. Place an explore token. And a pier rises at the edge of the beach. Place a site token as indicated. Okay, and it didn't say we could move into that room, so she still hasn't moved. Okay, so there's a secret passage. Now I don't think she can move in there, which is a bit annoying. It gives us an explore, a site, and... Okay, so basically what this means is she has to actually use a move action to get out there. I think she's going to use the move action, and she's going to go 1 into the shack and then 2 out onto the beach. Now that she's on the beach, she can actually activate the site token because it's in line of sight. The site tokens don't require you to, spend an action. But we can do that next turn, right? And that way, and it's not going to speed up or slow down the game at all. It just means that if there's a monster in the revealed tile, we won't have to deal with it during this miss-off phase. So she'll explore the rest of that zone afterwards. And that's that. That is the end of the investigator phase. That was pretty quick. Okay, so the dungeon's starting to take shape. Also, while reading the rules a little closer, I think that the secret passage token actually goes inside that zone, and a second secret passage token is actually coming here. Because unlike door tokens, they don't span across. It just means there's a secret passage entrance at both those locations. And that's going to be important because if I'm correct, and I'll have to check this in a sec, the secret passage tokens are an adjacent to other secret passage tokens, so that could become very important. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's supposed to look on the map now. Okay, so let's just end that. Mythos phase. A low song just beyond the edge of hearing wafts through the air. This mythos event affects the investigator who has the most items. That would be Sister Mary. She has a spell, she has 2 spells and a cross. Your palms become clammy and your pulse races. A wave of powerful ruinous greed runs through you. Do a will test. Okay, we should definitely pass this. If you pass, you master yourself until the feeling passes. If you fail, you are revolted by your own avarice and hurl some of your items away from you. Drop 1 random item. Okay, well this is a no-brainer. We only need 1 success to pass, and her will is a humongous 5. So we're definitely going to pass this unless we roll horribly badly. Boom, 1, 2 successes. That's all we need. Okay, so bam. You hear the sound of approaching voices. Outside the hotel, a small mob of shambling locals is beginning to gather. They shout words of some indecipherable language at the hotel. Something tells you they are here for you. Discard the site token to the south of the street 2 and spawn the riot as indicated. This is the Innsmouth mob. It does not activate this round. More people from the town continue to join the ever-growing mob. Fighting so many will prove difficult. You had best evade them. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monsters within range. Took me forever to find these guys because it's actually 3 different models, not 1. So I couldn't find them. Okay, bam, there's the riot outside the hotel. But there's no other monsters in the place and no horror checks. Okay, so that's that. That's the end of that phase. And we are ready for the next one. Okay, so just going to save and quit. Got to go in the mythos phase, I guess. In the mythos phase, boom. Investigator phase. And that is the end of the second game.
Okay, so that's that. I will see you guys next time. We've found out what our objective is going to be. There's a lot of stuff to pick up. We've kept the place clear for a little bit. Let's quickly have a look at what the riot says. Ordinary people in large numbers can be extremely dangerous. Unfortunately, they're usually dangerous to one another. Okay, so that's quite annoying. That model's going to keep falling apart forever. You know, I still think I might switch to just using standees. We'll see how annoying this gets. I guess I don't want to glue them in case I feel like painting them later on. I guess I could use blue tack, but then I'd be worried that it gets stuck. No, I think it goes in here at the front of the door. Okay, so just remove this site token and I'm done. Well, let me know what you think of this new method using the computer screen instead of filming off the television. And I will see you guys